Hello, so this week we are doing the iodine clock reaction. So far I have made my solution A and solution B. I didn't have any coffee filters or any paper towels or anything to filter it through, so I'm sure that'll affect my reaction. I can see a little bit of the vitamin C clumps in the top of this. I'm just gonna pour about half of each into this. And then give it a stir. And then we have this bluish liquid. For this reaction, we are using hydrogen peroxide and potassium iodide to make a clock reaction. The solution is made of hydrogen peroxide and is mixed with starch and vitamin C. And then, as we saw after a few minutes, it's supposed to change into this nice blue color. Two reactions are occurring at the same time during this, once we combine the solutions. The iodine is created in two different forms, both in its elemental and ionic form. During reaction number 1, ions react with hydrogen peroxide to produce iodine element, which is blue in the presence of starch, hence why our solution is turned blue. But before that can happen, the vitamin C must quickly react to consume the elemental iodine. The net result, at least for part of the time, is the solution remains colorless, with excess of iodine ions being present. Now, after a short time, as the reactions keep proceeding in this fashion, the vitamin C gets gradually used up. Once the vitamin C is used up, the solution turns blue, because now the elemental iodine and starch are present. In my presentation, I wrote out some of these equations. I didn't want to try to explain them on the video. But a starch indicator turns blue-black in the presence of the product iodine or I2. And it's also added to the reaction mixture. The color doesn't show right away during this. It takes a few minutes as they consume the product of iodine molecules, or the I2, as soon as they are produced. And then I wrote down the equations for this as well. And since the first reaction is slow and the second is fast, the iodine molecules are not present long enough to react with the starch and produce the color. In my presentation, it could have gone a lot better if I had had coffee filters on hand. It's not exactly the pure blue color that was shown in the video, but it is still the bluish color is just a little clumpy.